There's something captivating about mysteries, isn't there? They linger in our minds, teasing us with questions that often lead to more questions. Today, let's dive into 5 real-life mysteries that remain unsolved, each with its own eerie twist that keeps us guessing. We'll explore these enigmas together, unraveling the threads of the unknown while keeping our curiosity alive. First up is the case of the missing Sodder children. Picture this. It's Christmas Eve in 1945, and the Sodder family's home in Fayetteville, West Virginia, is ablaze. George and Jenny Sodder managed to escape, but their 5 children, ages 5 to 14, are nowhere to be found. The fire consumes the house, and despite frantic attempts to rescue them, the children seemingly vanish into thin air. Authorities conclude that they perished in the fire, but George and Jenny refuse to accept this. They believe their children were kidnapped. After the fire, they receive mysterious phone calls and even a photo that they believe shows one of their sons alive. They go to extraordinary lengths, including putting up a billboard with the children's faces and offering a reward for information. Over the years, numerous sightings are reported, but none lead to definitive answers. The case remains a haunting reminder of loss and the desperate hope of parents searching for their children. Next, let's talk about the intriguing mystery of the WOW signal. In 1977, astronomer Jerry R. Amon was working on a SETI project at Ohio State University when he stumbled upon a radio signal that lasted 72 seconds. It was unlike anything ever recorded, a strong burst of radio waves coming from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. Jerry was so astounded that he circled the signal on the printout and wrote "Wow" next to it, giving it its now famous name. The signal had the characteristics of being extraterrestrial in origin. But despite numerous attempts to detect it again, it has never been heard again. Was it a one-time event, a natural phenomenon, or perhaps a message from an intelligent civilization? The WOW signal continues to baffle scientists and ignite the imaginations of those who wonder if we are truly alone in the universe. Moving on, let's delve into the story of the Dyatlov Pass incident. In 1959, a group of 9 experienced hikers set out on an expedition in the Ural Mountains of Russia. They never returned. When search parties finally found their tent, it was bizarrely cut open from the inside, and the hikers' belongings were left behind. The bodies were discovered scattered across the area, some with inexplicable injuries. One had a missing tongue, another had severe chest trauma, and yet others were found with high levels of radiation. Theories abound. Some suggest an avalanche, while others speculate about military tests or even extraterrestrial encounters. The lack of conclusive evidence and the strange circumstances surrounding their deaths have led to endless debate and speculation. What truly happened on that fateful night remains a chilling mystery, leaving us with more questions than answers. Next, we turn to the case of the Zodiac Killer, a name that sends shivers down the spine of anyone familiar with true crime. Operating in Northern California in the late 1960s and early 1970s, this unidentified serial killer taunted law enforcement and the media with cryptic letters and ciphers. He claimed responsibility for several murders, and despite extensive investigations, he was never caught. The Zodiac's letters contained chilling details about the murders, and some included ciphers that, when solved, revealed messages that only deepened the mystery. Various suspects have been proposed over the years, but none have been definitively linked to the crimes. The killer's ability to remain elusive has turned him into a figure of infamy, inspiring countless books, documentaries, and even films. The case remains open, and with each passing year, the hope of uncovering the Zodiac's identity fades, yet the fascination persists. Finally, let's explore the enigma of the lost colony of Roanoke. In 1587, a group of English settlers established a colony on Roanoke Island, off the coast of North Carolina. When supply ships returned 3 years later, they found the colony abandoned, with no sign of the settlers. The only clue left behind was the word Croatoan, carved into a tree. Theories about what happened to the colonists range from assimilation with local Native American tribes to being victims of a hostile environment or even a massacre. Despite extensive archaeological efforts and research, no definitive evidence has emerged to explain their disappearance. The mystery of Roanoke has become a symbol of the unknown, a reminder that history can hold secrets that may never be uncovered. So, what do all these mysteries have in common? They stir our imaginations and remind us of the limits of our understanding. Each story is a thread in the fabric of human experience, weaving together hope, fear, and the eternal quest for knowledge. Whether it's the heartbreaking tale of the Sodder children or the chilling cryptograms of the Zodiac Killer, these unsolved mysteries invite us to ponder the unknown, to question what we think we know, and to embrace the thrill of uncertainty. As we ponder these enigmas, it's essential to remember that every mystery has its own story, filled with human emotion, tragedy, and intrigue. Each tale is a reminder that while we may seek answers, sometimes the questions themselves can be just as captivating. So, the next time you find yourself drawn to a mystery, whether in a book, a movie, or real life, take a moment to appreciate the journey of discovery, the thrill of the unknown, and the stories that linger long after the last page is turned. In a world overflowing with information, these unsolved mysteries remind us that not everything has a clear answer. They challenge us to think critically, to explore the depths of human experience, and to embrace the questions that may never be fully resolved. So, let's keep the spirit of inquiry alive, for in the pursuit of understanding, we often find ourselves on the most fascinating journeys of all.